Okay, guys, I'm back. It's me, your boy, and your host, Hebot, and I'm here with another episode of Toys in My Closet. And as you see here in front of me, today we have the third figure in my review series that I'm doing currently right now of the G.I. Joe Classified Series 6-inch scale Duke action figure from Hasbro. And as you can see, we have the same artwork going on the side, same artwork in the front. This looks more like something out of a comic book. Duke in his window box blister display, number 4 ages and up. His classifications on the side, a parachuter, a marksman. I don't know what the other two icons mean. The beautiful, artwork in the back, which let me bring it close to you guys. There's some wonderful Baroness here. You got the Night Raven. I forget what the helicopter is called. Alley Vipers, which these guys are gonna look amazing. Gun Ho, Red Ninjas, the Trouble Bubbles, the Fire Dragonfly, the Shark, some of the jets. It got all those vehicles. Beautiful artwork in the back of the G.I. Joe universe, lore, and worlds. So looking really nice and snazzy. He is number 4 in the set, I believe. As you can see in the top, it says, number 4. And there on the side. So let's open Duke up, take him out of packaging, and take a closer look at him. And here we have Duke out of packaging. And, this G.I. Joe line is really starting to blossom. And it's really starting to show a lot of spectacular representations of these characters that we known and grew up with, especially if you're like me and you grew up with G.I. Joe back in the 80s. I was born in 75, so I'm about going to be 45 years of age this year. And seeing these figures in 6-inch form is something that a lot of fans have been waiting for and yearning for a very long time. Even though G.I. Joe did start in the 60s or 70s, I believe, early 70s, late 60s. Might have been even earlier than that in 12-inch form, like Migos. And, then there was 3.5 inch, which was extremely popular. But this here is a work of art, okay? The Hasbro really, you can tell, are going all in, trying to give you the best quality for the best price that you can possibly pay for these figures. $20 for a 6-inch figure of G.I. Joe with this much detail, this much attention to detail, this much, attention and love that's being put into the paint job application. I mean, it really is starting to show with every figure that I keep looking at and reviewing and taking a closer look at. Duke's face sculpt is phenomenal. It's fantastic. Let's see if I can turn on the light. There you can see right there. He looks really awesome. He has that distinct Duke look and almost looks like a realistic version of hyper real. He has the scar there on the side. The nice paint job on the hair, with the nice wash on top, with the nice faded haircut going around, all the way around. Baby blues, the pink look, wet on the lips, the T on the inside, the dark money green outline and accents in the top of the shirt with the red stripes on each side. Classic Duke, the emerald there, and the tag, symbol in gold. Really nice where it continues the pattern there on the shoulders. Part of the shirt there by the biceps. And then, you know, these are the straps that he came with in the original one. Now, I don't think it was as green as this, but I understand why they did this. They did it like a brighter green, and I think it's because they wanted to do different contrasts of green. It bothers some people because they wanted to be more military in a darker green, which for me, to be honest, either way or either color would have not bothered me. But it has so much attention to detail. Maybe with a little black wash, it would have been a little bit more realistic. The comm for communication on the top, the pouch is going across, in the back. He does have a peg, and unlike Snake Eyes, there's no hole there to peg it in the back together simultaneously. And it is removable. For some reason, the shirt seems to be coming off like the sleeves are brighter than the actual shirt in the middle. But I assure you, with my word, that is not like that in real life. It's probably just a coloration in my camera. The pouches on the belt, same thing with that green. It's got a whole peg there, with an intercom piece there in silver, and the buckle in silver. And then the pants in that grayish, with that dark gray in the side, with the holster of the gun there on the side as well. On top of one of the pouches, that green patch there looks almost leathery. It's to holster his gun. The gold plate on the kneecaps with the money green straps. Then you have the gold plates on the shin guards of the legs and feet with the money green straps, and the very vibrant dark brown on the boots. Then on the hands, you see he has this orange colored watch, which is very popping and bright. And then the gloves with this piece here that looks like a brass knuckle within the glove in red. Now, a lot of people may not know, and there has even some accents of blue there. Sometimes in the military they use those vibrant watches because they're like made for like waterproof, or they have like compasses in it, and they come like in really vibrant colors and like really bright. And I think that's the idea behind this. Oh yeah, and look, he has the elbows. He has some pads as well with the silver, gunmetal silver, and the blue light looking highlight. He only has it on one side though. So as far as the paint job and detail, Duke is really, really nice. He looks really good. And, you know, he looks like what he's supposed to look like. He looks like Duke. You look at him, and he is Duke. And again, like I said, I don't think they're trying to disrespect the original look or fan base with this line. I just think it's a little bit more modernized for a new generation to keep them kind of interesting and hip for the younger kids. And I think people that are fans are kind of maybe taking it out of proportion and misinterpreting what Hasbro's trying to do here. But I like it. I think it's cool. Now let's look at his accessories. And here are his accessories. As you can see, he doesn't come with a whole lot, but he comes with enough, in my opinion. Enough to, make it worth your dollar. First, we'll start off with his backpack, which also has that money green look to it, with two canteens of water and sculpted in the back. Really nice details with pouches, wrinkles of the material, and the little shovel here, which if it was removable would have been really cool, with the seams of the straps in the back. So really classic Duke, really nice. Then we have here what is a futuristic, this is where you look into, and that is what comes out. It's a futuristic, modernized take on the binoculars. These are actual binoculars to look at things from afar when they're, doing reconnaissance. Then the smaller pistol is very nice, very futuristic, but it has the accents of gold painted on it with the gunmetal gray. And I don't know why people are complaining about the gold, because there's actual guns out there that have gold accents and different accent colors in this day and age with the futuristic look. This part here is his rifle. It looks like it's supposed to be more futuristic, probably shoots out lasers, and it's painted really well. This part in the front is very, as you can see, I'm getting a stretch mark right there. Trying to bring it down is very warped looking up, but if you heat it up with hot water, it should work and do the trick. I like the gold in the scope, the gold in the tip with the blues of the barrel, the gold accent here on the stock, and then he has the double handles and the clip in the gunmetal gray. Really nice looking futuristic gun, but yet having that classic look to this older traditional style gun. So let's move right along and take a look at its articulation. So here we have Duke. Before we move along, let's bring in the measurement ruler and put it next to him. And as you can see, he is exactly 6 inches. So for his articulation, we're going to bring him a little closer and see. So far, like in the tradition of all the other ones, his head, as we have here, moves left and right, looks down that much, looks back that much, which is quite a lot, has tilt, and the tilt is coming from, not from the ball peg, but from the neck. The neck is on a separate ball peg. It's a double ball peg, one on the head and one inside in the neck. Then the arm, shoulders go up that much, 180 degrees, bicep swivel, double on the elbow. Then in the hand, you have the hinge, which goes, let's see, oh no, in this one it goes up and down for the trigger, for like the gun, up and down. And on this side, it has the hinge that goes in and out. And then of course they turn in full circle. Then as far as the area here in the torso and area, he has the torso crunch, where it goes down that much, and then hyperextends back that much. And then he has obviously the waist swivel, and he can also move left and right, not as much, but he can, and has a really nice range of movement. Then obviously here again he has the drop up and drop down on the legs, a thigh swivel, and then he can do the Van Damme slit almost 100%. Almost all the Joes can do it the way they designed, with that new way that they cut the joints on the thigh area to do the splits. Then in the knee, he has a double, goes up that much on the knee, has a boot cut on the top, then the foot goes back that much with a ratchety feel forward that much. Obviously the ankle pivot, and then you can move it left and right with the whole boot cut area. Now mine, I see it feels like this plate is put on too much to the left, or my right, my left, your right, whatever, if you're on the figure. But it's not too bad. So for his articulation, that's what we have, and it's pretty spectacular for the posing purposes. It serves its purpose really well. So let me stand them up real quick, like so. And he's gonna keep trying to fall, obviously, because I'm on camera and he wants to be funny. So let me put him there. And now let me bring in his accessories and put them on him. See what he looks like. So first we'll start off with the backpack. We'll bring it in, bag it in the hole, like so. Push it all the way in. Boom. And we'll take the binoculars. We'll peg them right here. On this hole right here. On the belt. And it's nice to see that they are giving you places so that you can house the accessories and the weapons. That's always a nice touch. Especially here in this case with Duke. Everything can be put away and stored. This is in the gun holster. This is amazing. This makes this figure even more special and spectacular, and the play value just goes tenfold because it's just just feels great. Then of course he has the triggers, so you put on rifle like so on his trigger hand, and he stands like so. Or if I want to just really quickly put up his other hand, really easy, you just put it right through the other barrel, so to speak, and really fast, just like that. You have Duke ready to go in all of his glory, as you can see right there. And he just looks really good. He looks really good. I knew that was gonna happen. Looks really good. And I don't know how much I can stress that. I really think these figures, for the price point between the the G.I. Joe, Hasbro, and what McFarlane is doing with his figures, we are really in the golden age of action figures right now and collectibles. In my personal opinion, I think we're living in some phenomenal times, and we're very blessed and lucky to be witnessing it firsthand. So let's bring in some figures for comparison. So these are my two Dukes that I have. As you can see, I have the 25th anniversary Duke. That is from the 25th anniversary, but based off the vintage. And as you can see, he has the straps, but his pants, as you can see, are much more brighter than the the money green on the helmet and on the actual strap, as you see. So his pants look almost like that neon color that he has on the actual belt, on the actual strap of the new Duke. As you can see, it looks closer to that strap with the brown boots, but you can tell that the new Duke for Classified is very much inspired by the original, original look of Duke. If you take off the helmet, you see he has the blonde hair, same way. He has the little American flag, which I don't think the new Duke has it, but that's okay. The belt, pouches, his binocular in his hands, the holster on the same side, So I think he very much gets inspiration from the original, obviously the original look of Duke from the classics. Now, when you look at this also, which also looks like he's probably trying to get inspired by it as well. When we look at the other Duke I have, this is the one that was based off the animation, the movie. But as you can see, he has also those neon colors, like on the helmet. The pants were very neon greenish also, as you can see there. The shirt even has like a closer look in color with the new Duke from Classified, where it looks almost cartoonish mixed with the hyper real look of the original Joes. So as you can see, they're getting inspiration from all the versions of Duke. And I did have the Resolute one, but the Resolute, he was drastically changed. He was made to look a lot more, he has like a winter jacket type style thing. He looks very different and drastic, so that's why I didn't bring it out to show it to you guys. But anyway, there's my comparison to two of the more original interpretations of Duke. So here I have him next to all the blonde hair brethrens. I have him into the anime heroes from Bandai. Naruto. As you can see, he's quite smaller, though this is 6 inches as well. And then next to Captain Marvel, or Captain Marvel, the original, with also the blonde hair, as you see there. Looking very similar in the body book, but not exactly. But you see that they scale up better, obviously, than the Naruto. Here I have him next to the NECA 40th anniversary Alien Dallas astronaut suit, and then also to the Empire Strikes Back's 40th anniversary Rebel Hawk soldier or trooper. You see again the Black Series obviously scales him way better. NECA's more in the lane of the 7-inch, so it looks different, way different in size. So here I have him to the DC Universe Classics from Mattel comic book version of Black Lightning. And then you see I also have the McFarlane Toys 7-inch scale 1000 comic Batman Blue Classic variant, blue and gray. And you see how the scaling is much more different, but the colors are all really pop and look really nice together in a shelf. And here I have him next to the Super 7 Marvel Comics Conan the Barbarian. And you know he's in the 7th-inch scale. And obviously a purple basic articulated icons ninja, which you see they scale much better. As a matter of fact, these could be minions for the shells with Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. And here he is alongside the figures that I have so far from the first wave of the G.I. Joe Classified. There's Boy Bro Black, Scarlet, and obviously the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Snake Eyes. I'm still waiting on my Destro, and I'm still waiting on my all black motif Snake Eyes. But as you can see, they look great together, especially on the shelf. They're gonna look fantastico, fantastic. Really, really nice. Looking really, really majestic, if you ask me. Really, really nice. So there it is, guys. There you have it. There is my review of the G.I. Joe Classified Series 6-inch scale highly articulated Duke figure, number 4 in the series. And I can't stress enough just how really nice and amazing and epic these figures are really coming out to be. People were afraid that they were going to be probably not as high quality, that they look cheap, that they look something like you would see in Fortnite, but I can honestly tell you that is not the case. If you are a true G.I. Joe fan of the 3 3/4 inch figures, I have a very strong feeling that most of you, if you give this line a chance and pick up these figures yourself, are going to be pleasantly surprised and pleasantly happy. So I highly recommend them. At the $20 price point, you can't go wrong. They come with a nice amount, an array of accessories. Definitely a nice amount of detail. Really nice paint job. Is there room for improvement? Maybe with the ability to give us a couple of different hands for more display options, I would say, if I had to say anything, and maybe like a little bit more weapons or extra portrait. I don't know. I guess it would depend on a figure-to-figure basis, but I say you should go out and pick these up. Like I said, I got mine pre-ordered from Amazon. They are at $19.99. They're starting to pop up supposedly in all the Walmarts and Targets across country. I haven't seen them yet in none of mine. But you know, who knows? If you go out and check, you might get lucky. They're definitely worth it, guys. They're definitely worth it. I'm really all in on this line, and I can't imagine how awesome other figures are gonna look, because they have so many cool characters that they can make, you know, like, you know, sci-fi and Timber and Bulldog, Barbecue, you know, Blowtorch, Shipwreck, Chuckles. I mean, so many cool characters they can do. Major Blood, Zartan. The list goes on and on. The Zema and Tomax, the twins. There's so many characters in G.I. Joe that could be made. So, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you liked it, give me a thumbs down. If you didn't like it, let me know if there's anything else that I missed that you might have want to add in the comments. Share this video with someone you think might like it. If you're new to my channel, thank you. Welcome thank you for stopping by. And if you subscribe, it means the world to me, because, you know, I know you didn't have to. But if you did, remember, I consider you now part of my family. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I am on Twitter under Hebot Powerful Gamer, and on Instagram under C_respect. And if you guys ever want to help me out in any way, shape, or form, or in the kindness of your heart, or if you have the means to, obviously when times are a lot better, it's all down in the description below. And if you ever want to donate anything for me to review, please feel free to DM me so we can work out the particulars, because I would be honored to do any type of review on any donations. So guys, like I said, be careful out there hunting, having a good time. I hope these videos bring a little bit of pleasant peace of mind into these trying times to you guys. And be considerate to those outside and others while you're doing what makes you, you know, happy and what you love, which is figure collecting and, you know, the hobby of the figs. So until the next one, guys, this is your host Hebot signing off with another episode of Toys in My Closet. See you on the next one, guys. Love you very much. Bye bye.